Aries, what's going on? It's your girl D here with 8th House Readings. I'm here to do your, this is Virgo season. So we're doing a September reading, right? For the September half of Virgo season. And this is for my Aries sun or Aries ascendant. All right, so it's a general read, it's an astrology read. So I'm going to be reading the planetary alignments um, instead of using tarot cards, but I do both. I also have another channel that you may want to support if you are not too much into the astrology. The link to that is in the box below. That's many styles. I do different types of readings over there, traditional tarot card readings, but there's some that are done here too. But if you're not into astrology, you may not like this channel too much. But for those who rock in with the channel, what's going on with you? This is for Aries Sun, Aries Ascendant. Now, with your first house, let's get right into it. You got Chiron in retrograde and Jupiter in retrograde. So this is like heavy energy here. This is energy of, some of you could be dealing with some addictions of some sort. Okay. And you're trying to figure out ways to get, some of you may want to get better, right? And you're trying to figure out how to do that. Some of you could be in a situation where your greed may have gotten you in trouble, and if it's not you, then it's somebody you know. Greed or anger. That could be somebody's weakness, greediness or angry, their temper, one or the other. So you may be coming to the realization of that. That's for some of you. And this greediness or this temper could have somebody in court or have somebody dealing with some legal situations. But that's for some of you. For others of you, I feel like you could just be looking at a situation where it's like you may have wanted to take a risk and do something, but you maybe decided against it. Some of you, you could just be like, yo, it's just not the right time. It's not that you're scared. It's just you see that things are not where they need to be yet. And so, you could be feeling the pressure of go ahead and do it. One side of you could be telling you go ahead and do it because you're anxious to do it. You know it could be done and it's going to be a beautiful thing. But the other side of it is it's not ready yet. You know it will be, but you're just very impatient, right? And so for some of you, you're like, yo, should I take that risk? Should I not? Some of you, you've done this before, like you get this nudge, but you make the wrong decision. Now, the nudge itself is good because it's directing you in a positive way, in a positive direction. It's just sometimes it gives you two perspectives and you may choose the one that doesn't lead you anywhere, or you don't follow up with it once you go that route. So some of you could be dealing with answering to yourself about those things. Now, your second house here, I got Uranus here in retrograde. And Uranus is a planet of like things just popping up out of the blue, happening, not knowing when it's going to happen or if it's going to happen. It's like thunder. Like it happens so quick. Boom, right? And it's like raw, you know what I mean? Unapologetic. And then it just disappears. So for some of you, some type of surprise could have happened. It could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing, but I feel like some of you could be dealing with the after effects of some type of surprise element. It could be in reference to money-making opportunities, right? It could be that somebody lost some money. I don't know if somebody was investing in the stock market. They may have lost money, or they may have lost money on some type of other investment. Or somebody could be afraid to take a risk on some type of investment. I'm getting cryptocurrency for a lot of you. There could be issues with cryptocurrency. I haven't watched the news to see what's going on with that. I might have to check it out now. But I feel like for some of you, that could be the case. You're dealing with the aftermath of losing some money, some type of investments. For others of you, it could be normally I don't know. I just get an energy of someone not caring, but now they do. In reference to their behavior. So maybe somebody was doing something reckless and illegal and they didn't care about it before they got away with it. When it comes to making money, and now they're like, okay, I'm feeling some sort of way about that. Maybe I should chill. Maybe I shouldn't do that anymore. Or I'm not going to do that anymore. This could also be somebody could have some natural disaster happen to their house. Like, I don't know if there's tornado season someplace or fire, like things like that. Depending on where you are, I know what out in California they usually have a lot of issues with the wildfires. But this could be globally any type of natural disasters that you see where people lost their families, or they lost their homes more specifically. You know, they could have lost family members, but I'm talking more so about losing their physical property, their homes, their businesses, or having to uproot and move because they can no longer make money to support, you know, they can no longer keep their businesses open, they can no longer stay in their homes, you know, tornadoes, those types of things. So I see people dealing with that, or maybe you are somebody who dealt with that. You know, maybe you're somebody who's one of the people who are coming across the borders in the United States. Maybe this is something that you dealt with, and that could be why you are trying to come to the States, right? Something real tragic happened to somebody, you know, in reference to losing their home, or somebody may have lost a limb or a leg, is what I'm feeling too. You know, some terrible things may have happened, or this person could have seen something terrible happen to someone. All right, I don't know why we getting all into that, but some of y'all might have lost some money, or some of y'all may have decided not to take a risk on making some money. Could have to do with cryptocurrency or some type of online or innovative money making type of scenario here. Some of you are debating on if you want to get involved. Some of you are looking at, you know, the involvement you had thus far, and some of you are rejecting an offer as well, or someone could be rejecting your offer. Okay, you could be on either side of the fence. You could be a stockbroker, or you could be someone who hired the stockbroker, right? But that's what's going on for some of you in reference to your money. Now, the next house here, we're skipping over 3, 4, and 5 because there's really no planets there right now. But we'll talk about your 6th house because we got Venus here in Virgo. So this is like, you know, energy here of, I feel like a lot of you work a lot. You like workaholics. Like, so some of you are like, you know, entrepreneurs, CEOs. Okay. Some of you, it could be a situation going on here where there was like, I just get an energy of tax, something with taxes, either tax evasion, or whether it was done intentionally, or, you know, maybe some of you were dealing with a crooked lawyer or a crooked accountant, and that could be becoming evident, right? Like I said, somebody was dealing with some court issues. All right. So I see that for some of you, but some of you, somebody was into sex trafficking. Okay, that could be what the deal is. That's what could be what's being revealed. Some dark shit. All right. But for others of you, it's just somebody could appreciate your work ethic at work. They could appreciate, you know, how you get down as far as the energy you put in. They value. Some people are valued. Some people, you got to be careful that you're not being used at your job. Okay. Be careful that you're not being taken advantage of. Some of you need to be careful about, I feel like there's some people who are just very anal retentive. You work with some people like you have to dot every I, cross, like I get accountant energy. Like somebody is a very good accountant, all right, when it comes to the fine, tedious details. Like, this is accountant energy. I love it. It's dope, because I'm not that. That should give me a headache. But I respect the game, baby. I respect it. So some of you, I feel like you could be thinking about going into business for yourself. And if you are, for some of you already in partnerships, or maybe you're thinking about going into a partnership with someone. But I feel for a lot of you, if you're in a partnership, you're thinking about going solo. Because you could have a partner who just does sloppy work. They could be messing up your reputation. But if it's not about partnership in reference to that, it could be for some of you, you could be looking back at different types of connections that you've had, whether they're professional or intimate or with family. You could just be looking back at, you know, did these people appreciate you, or were you in a position where you were always the one who was giving, Or were you someone who, you know, just used people and took advantage of them? So some of you could be thinking about that, or you could be dealing with someone who did that to you and you're thinking about how you got out of that situation. But I feel like your 8th house, where the South Node is, some of you, I don't know, there could be some transformation going on from your past life here, because Scorpio does rule a past life, and you got the South Node here. The South Node is affiliated with your past life energies. So some of you could be in a karmic situation here where, like I said, there's somebody who, okay, there's somebody here who's getting caught up in what they were doing is coming to light, or whether it's you who did the dirt or it's someone you know. This may not have happened yet, but there's some type of criminal activity going on that has come to the light, or it could be the anniversary of some type of activity that had went down in the past. Okay, but this is what I'm seeing here. I don't know why all that came out, Aries, but that's what I got for you for your reading for the month of September. So if this doesn't resonate with you, then that's cool, right? Because some of it was a little much, but you may know someone this resonates with. So what I recommend is check back at the end of the month and check this reading out, and even check it from a month from now and see, because this energy could come out at any point in time, right? But hopefully for a lot of you, you know, you're the spectator in this situation. You're not the one involved, but unfortunately I do see that there's some Aries who could be getting caught up in some things that they were doing illegally, or could have lost some money, okay, or could be thinking about going out on their own as far as their own business venture. Some of them could have been involved in some illegal things, like I said before, and it could be a repeat, like a recidivism thing, or a repeat crime, like multiple arrests for one type of crime. So I get somebody with 3 strikes, if they even do that anymore. I get the 3 strikes energy, like somebody's going back for good. So hopefully this is not you, and it doesn't resonate with your situation as far as you directly. Some of you could be dealing with a family member who's dealing with this, going through this, or it could be a lover of yours, or it could be somebody you work with, right? Because I do see that energy here. Something's coming out at work for sure in reference to somebody's reputation. Somebody's getting caught doing something at your job. So hopefully it's not you, or, you know, maybe you, I don't know if you work doing things illegally, but you know, there could be police presence here. There could be somebody who's an undercover cop around, okay? I see that energy. So somebody knows it's time to leave the game, or time to leave things alone, or don't go this time, don't do this run, don't do this route. I would listen to that. I would definitely listen to that, because what you don't know is that you could get caught and you could end up going to jail with Neptune in your 12th house. So if you're not already in that situation and you planning on doing something, I would recommend that you don't do it, because this could be what could happen. All right? Or you know somebody who's going through this. Hey, it could just be a show that you like watching, and this is what's going on with the person that you watching in the show. I don't know. All right, but that's what I got for Aries. If you need a personal, my information's in the box below. Don't forget to subscribe to my other channel, Many Styles. The link for that's in the box below as well. Click like, make sure you subscribe. I wish you guys the best. Check out the August reading for you guys as well. All right, maybe something in there might resonate more than it did when you first watched it. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next reading. Later.